儀式やってきたよ。これで開くの。開いた。なんだ？おや？
Vernavis, you are unlike the other invaders. You stumble down our paths alongside Elven, or at least those having our features. You bear the mark of magic, which is familiar.
馴染みのある。
How has this come to pass? What is your connection to those who first
誰だ？
disturbed our slumber?
我らの眠り？
I don't understand the slumber bit. Who are you?
I am called Abelas.
Sentinel.
Tasked with standing against those who trespass on sacred ground. We wake only to fight, to preserve this place. Our numbers diminish with each invasion. I know what you seek. Like all who have come before you, you wish to drink from the Vira
Bella Sanの水？ ああ。
It is not for you. It is not for any of you.
泉とは何なのだ？
It is a path, one walked only by those who toiled in Mithal's favor.
He speaks of priests, perhaps.
More than that, you need not know.
本当に古代のエルフなのか？
Before the Tevinter Imperium destroyed Arlathan.
The Shemlin did not destroy Arlathan. We Elven warred upon ourselves. By the time the doors to this sanctuary closed, our time was over.
Wait, that's not right. What are you saying?
You would not know truth. Shemlin history is as short as the pool of your years.
本当は違ったんだ。
What did the Imperium do then? Are you saying it wasn't a war?
The war of carrion feasting upon a corpse, yes. We awaken only when called. And each time find the world more foreign than before. It is meaningless. We endure. The Virabella-san must be preserved.
うん。危害を加えるつもりはない。
Not come here to fight you, nor to steal from your temple.
I believe you.
ほら、
Trespassers
信じ
you
た。
are, but you have followed rites of petition. You have shown respect to Mithal.
いや、儀式してよかっ
If
た
these others are
な。
enemies of yours, we will aid you in destroying them. When this is done, you shall be permitted to depart. And never return.
I'll admit the idea of fighting the last of their kind does not thrill me.
Consider carefully. You must stop Corypheus, yes, but you may also need the well.
泉別にいらないよな。手を組も
I accept your offer.
You will be guided to those you seek. As for the Virabella-san, it shall not be
う。
despoiled.
何なんだ泉って。
Even if I must destroy it myself.
No!
あら。モリガンは泉が欲しかったんだな。着いた？
The Well of Sorrows. That's something.
How has such magic lasted?
なんかすごいのあった。普通だな。カルパーニアが悲哀の泉を利用しないように阻止せよ。はい。死んでる。強いな、ベナトリ。
So close. The well knows its vessel, and those who would despoil it. Stand aside, Inquisitor.
And you are?
I'm called Calpurnia. But when I partake of the well, names will be meaningless. Leave. This is not your time.
やめろ、死者が増えすぎた。
Claimed elves, Templars, your mages. It has to end.
Perhaps you see further than I thought. You serve your people. You have one last chance to save them. The Well of Sorrows overflows with knowledge, power abandoned by those the elves worshipped as gods. To walk the Fade without the anchor. That is what the Well of Sorrows will give Corypheus.
どうしてお前が器なんだ？
That's the case. Why isn't Corypheus clawing at the well?
I will carry it like a jug brimming for his use. Can you not see? I knew you would take the well for yourself, to ransack its wisdom, to try to defeat Corypheus. Come then, one last sacrifice!
戦闘か。炎系だな。痛い痛い痛い痛い。どこ行った？あれどこ行った？これ味方だよね。エルフだよね。いた。カルバーニア。すぐテレポートする。だから魔導士は嫌いだよ。もうこれ効くかな。お、効いてるね。あら、召喚した。クロードしないのド派手だな。あんまり痛くないけど。あら、アイアンブル死んでる。起きてくれ。あとちょっと。はい、倒した。え？何？ああ、ワープか。びっくりした。
If I fall, it will not be by your hand.
身投げした。どうした？ああ、モリガンか。カラスね。
You heard his parting words, Inquisitor. The elf seeks to destroy the Well of Sorrows.
So the sanctum is despoiled at last.
You would have destroyed the well yourself, given the chance.
To keep it from your grasping fingers. Better it be lost than bestowed.
譲ってくんないの？
Fool. You'd let your people's legacy rot in the shadows.
うん。どうしようか。手を引けモリガン、その泉が必要だ。カルパーニャはいない。もういい。カルパーニャはいない。
Corypheus needed Calpurnia to use the well. Without her, there's no vessel to claim it.
The moment we leave, he will send more forces to secure this place.
うん、そうか。難しい問題だな。 使えってこと？そういうことか。
Against Corypheus. Can you afford not to use it?
Do you even know what you ask? As each servant of Mythal reached the end of their years, they would pass their knowledge on through this. All that we were, all that we knew, it would be lost forever.
どうすんだよ。では永久に隠し続けるのか？
It's better that knowledge remain in the well, never passed on. You'd rather destroy it.
You have shown respect to Mythal, and there is a righteousness in you I cannot deny. Is that your desire? To partake of the
別にそんなことないけど
as you
な。
can, to
ちょっと
fight
飲ませてくれそうだな。代償はどうなる？どうしようか。許してもらえるならだな。一番いいのは。代償気になるよね。質問攻めだな。いつものように。
No boon of Mythal was ever granted without cost.
代償あるんだ。
The Virabella-san may be too much for a mortal to comprehend. Brave it if you must. But know you this. You shall be bound forever to the will of Mythal.
飲んでいいってこと？
Bound to a goddess who no longer exists, if she ever did.
Bound as we are bound. The
あ
choice
あ、
is
そういうこと
yours.
か。ミサールはどうなったんだ？
Is it possible this Mythal might still exist?
Anything is possible.
Elven legend states that Mythal was tricked by Fen'Harel and banished to the beyond.
Elven legend is wrong. The Dread Wolf had nothing to do with
なん
her
か
murder.
間違ってること多いな。
I said nothing of...
She was slain, if a god truly can be, betrayed by those who destroyed this temple. Yet the Virabella-san remains, as do we. That is something.
どこへ行くつもりなんだ？
Are you leaving the temple?
Our duty ends.
お
I
う
remain.
The Imperium went to
帰るん
great
だ。
lengths to expunge elven history. You might be the last to know the truth.
Would the elves of your lands listen to the truth?
No elfy elf will believe it. What would they cry about if their glory wasn't stolen? Big loss.
It may be that only Uthenera awaits us. The blissful sleep of eternity never to
永
awaken,
遠の眠り？
if fate is kind.
共にコリフィウスと戦お
You
う。
could come with us. Fight Corypheus. He killed your people.
We killed ourselves long ago.
ダメか。あ、いや、
You'll note
ある
the
じゃん。
intact illuvian. I was correct on that.
正しいじゃん。
At least.
Is it still a threat? Can Corypheus use it to travel the Fade?
You recall when I took you through my illuvian, I said each required a key? The well is the key. Take its
ああ、そうなんだ。
and Mythal's last
じゃあ飲まなきゃダメなんだ
no
な。
more use to Corypheus than glass. I did not expect the well to feel so hungry.
泉が空腹？気をつけろ。
Let's not be reckless. I don't want anyone hurt.
I am willing to pay the price the well demands. I am also the best
そうか。
suited to use its knowledge
彼
in
女
your
が飲むんだ。
service. Of those present, I alone have the training to make use of this.
え
Let me drink, Inquisitor.
代償はどうなる？
You're not concerned about the price. Bound forever to the will of Mythal.
Bound to the will of a dead god? It seems an
なん
empty
か死ねないとか、そういうのじゃない
Perhaps
の？
compulsion yet remains. Who can say otherwise?
気になるね。
I do
代
not
償
fear
が。
it, even so.
あなただけが訓
What
練を受けてい
training
る？
makes you so qualified?
I have studied the oldest lore. I have delved into mysteries of which you could only dream. Can you honestly tell me there is anyone better suited?
ドリアン。
What about you, Dorian?
A human from Tevinter scoops up the last bits of elven knowledge? I know why you ask. I know it's important, but
嫌がった。
I can't be that man.
じゃあ私だ。
I would be.
You lead the Inquisition. This is not a risk you can take. I have the
ドリアンに
best
やってほしかっ
chance
た
of
な。
making use of the well for everyone. Let me.
飲みたがりだな。本当にこれが欲しいの
Are
か
you sure you want this, Morrigan? We don't know what will happen.
We do not, and yet it must be done. I am ready.
欲しがりだな。モリガンが泉の力を手に入れる？審問官が泉の力を手に、あ、自分でも飲めるんだ。泉が危険なことは分かっている。
Looking at it, listening to it. That's not just knowledge from the ancient elven priests. It's their will.
How would you know such a thing?
That's what Abelas was telling us. The collective will of the priests puts anyone who drinks under a compulsion, a gas. Can't you feel it?
That would match the legends, but it does not tell us what the gas entails. I would still use the well, but you are right. We must be cautious.
他のみんなどう思う？
Thoughts? It all seems ghoulish. Let Morrigan use it, if she wants it so much.
It's called the Well of Sorrows. Sorrows? No one should go in the Well of Sorrows.
Any chance this well could help us against Corypheus? I say you take it.
Enough deliberation. Give me your decision.
どっち？別にモリガンにあげても自分で使ってもどっちもいいんだけどな、正直。じゃあモリガンにあげるか。欲しがってるから。どうなんだ。どうなった？
Morrigan? Are you all right?
Elasin Salah. Visan Allah. I am intact. There is much to sift through. But now we can...
ああ、コリフィウス。来たか。あ、でもこれでモリガンが器にされちゃったらまずいじゃん。あ、逃げんのか。これで。あれ？大丈夫？審問官光ってるけど。え？誰？入れない。ああ、帰ってきたのか。
It is done.
I'm pleased to report we won the battle, Inquisitor. When you went through that mirror, Corypheus and his archdemon fled the field.
ああ、帰った。
I'm not sure why.
What he wanted was no longer within the temple.
Perhaps. He spent so long trying to get into the temple, he probably couldn't have helped his forces by that point.
Then Corypheus is finished.
If he is wise, he will hide and rebuild his strength before he attacks again.
He will not hide.
どうすんだ。ではここに来るのか？
He will attack us directly. It's Skyhold.
Not necessarily, but neither will he remain idle.
And how could you have such insight into his plans?
The Well of Sorrows held many voices, and they speak to me now from across the ages. They hold wisdom, secrets I never dreamed possible. But even they fear what Corypheus has become.
どれほど強力なんだ？
We fear him more than his army.
Possibly. Luckily for you,
弱点。
he has a weakness. The dragon he calls is not truly an archdemon. It is a dragon in which Corypheus has invested part of his being. He doubtless did so out of pride to emulate the gods of old.
あのドラゴンってアーチデーモンなんだ。
Can be
だか
exploited.
ら、そうか。
Kill the dragon.
ウォーデンが
And his ability to
嫌がっ
leap
たの
into
か。
other
あ、
bodies
やっ
is
とわかった。
disrupted. He can be slain.
ああ、確かなのか？
You're sure? If there are no bodies for him to jump to.
You assume there is a limit to the range of his power. There is not.
Then what do you propose? Killing the dragon is no simple task, if it could even be found.
There is a way to defeat the dragon, to match Corypheus in his power. The well whispers it to me now. Your help will be required, Inquisitor. Speak to me when you're ready, and we shall begin.
I'll see to Skyhold's defenses in the
はい
meantime.
お願いします。